welcome to another episode of Treasure Corals. Today's video is going to be quite special. As many of you know, this is primarily a saltwater channel, although once in a while we do feature freshwater aquariums. I've kept quite a few in the past, and today we're going to get a mixture of both. You will visit an aquarist who has turned his amazing saltwater setup, something that I've never seen before, just wait till you see the fish room, into a freshwater system which is very large but also quite unique, and at the same time it is run out of the same saltwater fish room. So for those of you who want to geek out on the freshwater side of things, take a look at what an amazing aquarium Jay has built. But if you are more here for the equipment geekiness, then just scroll through until you see the equipment room, and I promise you it's going to be worth your while. It certainly blew my mind. I've never seen anything like that. This is probably the most meticulously laid out, planned out, and built system with some of the equipment I've never seen in person before. And well, this is definitely one of the first. Having said that, we did get to visit Jay when he had some friends over, so there's a little bit of crosstalk in the background. Again, you will not experience any of that in the fish room, so at least watch that. With that said, let's dive right in. Jay, thanks a lot for having us over at your beautiful house, and I'm very excited to take a look at your aquarium. So this is your freshwater aquarium, but it used to be a saltwater aquarium before that.
That's correct.
So what happened? How did you switch from saltwater to freshwater?
Long story where
I love
not only
stories.
busy with work, but
Yeah.
I came home one day and I noticed my tank was totally white.
Oh,
So I couldn't figure out what happened, and I keep checking all my parameters, checking everything.
okay.
I looked at the apex and I noticed my temperature was 96 degrees.
So you cooked
I cooked the tank.
everything.
Yep. So luckily it was winter and I ran outside and dipped about 10 buckets of snow and dumped in the tank to bring it down to 85 degrees.
Okay.
The best I could have done.
Oh.
Anyway, without changing salinity and affecting major stuff. But everything was okay.
Yep.
First day, second day, third day, everything went south.
Really? So how many corals did you lose on the
Quite a
first
bit.
day? And then
I didn't
like,
everything
Oh, really?
except some of the soft. Actually, no, one softie survived, and I
Okay.
give it to Carl. Was a breed from his tank, a spawn from his tank, a
Yeah.
torch,
Oh yeah, we actually, it's a gold torch,
a
right?
gold torch from Carl
Oh,
tank.
that's incredible. Yeah,
Yeah,
we saw it in the previous video.
Yeah, I gave it back to him, and that to tell you, coral that either spawn in your tank or have coral in a long time, or you guys are sharing corals, it's
Yep.
awesome because it's tough.
Yeah, it's
compared
the most
to
robust
the
ones. Right?
more
So,
robust, correct. Yeah, I went out, I spent like $1,000 buying some stuff to stimulate back yourself,
Yeah.
but wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. So I end up
Oh yeah.
decide to pull the trigger and do
at
the
that.
freshwater.
But also, this is a very unique design. You haven't just filled it up fully. You came up with this two islands.
Well,
What was the
I
rationale?
had a vision with it, but I have to say Carl had sending me lots of video, and we shared a lot of ideas and comments on how we're gonna do it. But yeah, Carl was a big part of it.
Well, I love the front to back space. So let me guess, this is probably 6 feet long and
4 feet by 80 inch, more than 6 feet.
oh wow. Okay, so oh really? So that's a big space.
Yeah,
in
and
itself.
the tank, I did it like a pedestal style where
Yeah.
it sits on a pedestal.
I love it because
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
floats, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
The panel are all magnetic. You can remove the panel,
Really?
but I can remove it so you can have a look at the
I
bottom
would
too.
love to see what that's like. And I like the choice of wood.
Yeah, it was designing is a little tough when you have to
I like the lighting as well. Like you've got a bit of a light trim right there. So, oh, look at that. So I recognize some of the style from Dane in there as well. With I guess back then you had a closed loop or
This is all brand new plumbing I did.
yes.
This is the Core 20.
Okay.
After so many months, it's still bleeding salt out the pump. You can see the salt.
Really?
The salt creep is still coming out after so many use.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So you did all the plumbing yourself?
I did. I did all the plumbing and
that
design
is-
myself. Yeah.
That is gorgeous. So how does it work? What are the different pipes and where do they go, kind of thing?
So this goes to my sewer.
Yeah.
Uh,
So this is when you do a water change, or
well, I designed it like a saltwater tank. Unfortunately, a freshwater tank does not work the same.
okay.
I thought I need to siphon. So
Yes.
the siphon pipe is up top, and I'll
Yeah.
siphon it to the drain, which is this guy coming to the sewer.
Yep.
You don't need to.
Okay.
This
I
is
got
just if I need to drain the tank down to zero.
Yep.
I can turn this valve, and it goes to the closed loop here.
it. Yes. Okay.
So I can suck it out from the bottom of the tank.
I didn't see any plumbing in the main tank, which was
No.
remarkable.
Everything is hidden.
Yes.
Everything is hidden. That was part of the design.
Oh wow. Okay.
I never do any kind of neatness at the bottom here because it's always covered, so I didn't need to get fancy. One thing I believe in, and I see some people don't do, I believe in a gate valve.
Yes.
I know a lot of people don't, but I like a gate valve because you can dial down to precision.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is well, it's a must nowadays for all the overflows, right? The being animal and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I like how you can do the little minute control.
Yeah.
Or this, and I see an apex in there as well, which is pretty cool.
That's controlling the fogger and this little pump right here.
Okay, and then you have like a little light there in the trim. So
It's the
this
same
is-
light you're seeing from the bottom here. Yeah.
That is gorgeous. Like you really made it look designer or
Well,
like in a magazine.
I use my strong point designing.
Oh, this is gorgeous, and we are gonna take a look at the filtration system shortly, which will not disappoint. I was as impressed with it as I was with the main tank, if not even more. But this is very unique design. Like I like how you've built everything. What kind of tree is that?
It's a bonsai.
Ah,
Yeah. Now, one thing I would say with a lot of guys, and I look at a lot of video on YouTube and nobody shows it. Everybody who do rock work
yes,
use super glue.
yes.
No, it's expensive and it's a shitty job.
Okay.
Like
This
all
is
my
the-
rocks, you can grab it, you can stand, you can climb, you can shake the
Oh,
Jesus
so you're
out of
doing
it.
like a cement?
No, zero cement.
Okay, what is it then?
Waterfall foam. You can't even see it.
No.
So waterfall foam is black, like the rock.
Okay,
And what you do, you put the rock, just put the foam, put the rock on it, and that's it.
that's remarkable.
If you look at here,
Yes.
feel that. That's the foam I'm touching there.
Oh, wow.
Right here, right here.
So this is where,
That-
where
that
do
is-
they usually use it? Like I mean,
In
the
a
industry?
waterfall.
Oh,
That
I
is
see.
it, called waterfall foam. It's black. So it glues everything like really, you can't
Yes.
move nothing here. Now, I cheat in a system where I use 600 pounds of rocks.
Yes.
Now, the rocks are expensive.
Yes.
What do you call it? The sea rock or sea?
Oh, the saltwater one or
No, the freshwater one.
Okay.
Some
No, I'm not
Siru.
familiar.
Some
Okay.
Siru. I don't know the name. Some Siru
Okay.
rock. But what I did, I foamed the entire bottom with foam,
Yes.
and I put the rock on top of the foam to cheat.
Right. So. And
So
it
this is
also-
just a cap you're looking
Yes.
at here.
I know
There's
it's-
styrofoam at the bottom.
It looks also like it's lighter, right? I mean, there's not as much pressure.
Yeah,
on
well,
the
this
glass
is
and whatnot.
still 600 pounds you're looking at here. Imagine if I have to put all in rocks, but it's
Yes.
too costly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
The soil alone was $800 to put the soil down because the soil is the ADA
yes.
soil, and I
Oh.
used tons of bag at the bottom here.
Yeah, you've got.
So I used 5 different layers of bacteria at the bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
On the bottom is 5 different layers of bacteria with 4 bags of power sand.
Yes.
And all who know about freshwater will find out you'll know the price of power sand on
Yes.
ADA.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a closed loop at the front here. If you look carefully, you might notice it at the bottom there. So these are all movable.
Yes. So you have access to it if you wanted to. So, oh, cool. Yeah.
You see the closed loop there?
Yes. I would never
Yeah.
even notice it. It's
Yeah.
remarkable. So, because then you don't have any overhang lily pipes and all of that
Nothing,
stuff to
zero.
clean.
The design.
So that is gorgeous.
Well, one of my strong point is building, right? So
Yes.
then when I was designing the canopy, I want something looking natural. So I end up
Yes.
with this
Oh, look
type
at
of
that.
design.
Live edge. It's the real deal.
Yeah, yeah. And I use this. It's a
It's a cantilever kind of thing, or like how is that?
Can we? Maybe people might ask about the light name. Maybe you zoom into the light name here.
Okay. So hold on a sec.
Can you see that name?
I think so.
That's the light I'm using.
Okay. So it's something Mayan. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I see that. Cool.
It brings the red out and stuff if you want. It highlight red.
Yes.
So
This is gorgeous. Like everything looks very natural. The fish, I think the rendition is.
So
is
this
pretty
is
cool.
an orange ball, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
So,
look at
yes.
it under the light now. An orange ball under this light, it becomes red.
Yes, it does.
So the light brings red out. So
Okay.
that's the light color.
I love it.
Yeah.
And what about the selection of plants? Tell
You
me
know
a little
what?
bit about
I'm gonna tell you what with Freshwater.
that.
I bought these guys, lots of them from Home Depot, like these stuff,
Yes.
right? And they die
Yeah.
in the winter. And I stick the plants in here and they just grow underwater. They just come back. This from a nursery. This is not an underwater plant. It's just from a nursery.
So
I stick it in here and they're growing. I pull some weed out from the yard
yes.
in the winter and they're growing. It's just weed.
So you just experiment.
The mosque is from my
Yes.
driveway. This came out from my driveway. I dig it out from the crease and I put it in the tank and it just grew.
That's remarkable.
So it's not like a saltwater tank where you're
Yeah.
killing your budget. I haven't been 6 months to the fish store.
So there's big savings there, and then
Oh,
you don't need to
tons.
buy the salt, and so probably a cost of
No salt.
very expensive.
And the plants are just growing. You just got to take them out now. They're just growing.
Yes. And I see like a lot of it is pretty high end, like high demand plants, right? All the red ones usually require pretty good water conditions and
Yeah, I don't really have a regime of what I'm doing.
Okay.
I do have CChem fertilizer and I just put whenever. I don't have any special time when I put it. I just dump and I
remarkable.
remember.
Tell me about your fish selection, and what were you basing it on?
Price.
Really? So, well, the this is the cardinals, right?
Yeah, these are the cardinals.
Yeah.
I have some fishes I don't even know the name. Some fork-tailed rainbow. I have some.
I love the cardinals. Like if I were ever to do a freshwater tank again,
I have a lot
this is
of.
what I'm gonna be putting
Yeah.
in.
But you know what I've learned? The freshwater have pretty fish like saltwater too. I mean, not
Yes.
as pretty, of course. Bottom line, freshwater is nice. I can't compare it to saltwater. I had both. Saltwater is a completely different animal.
Sounds to me that you're considering switching one day. No, this is.
You never know.
How was the experience of switching from saltwater to freshwater? Is it like going from a car to an autopilot kind of thing?
No. So I was debating to switch and debating to switch. And I came home one day and look at my saltwater time. It's like, there's no way I'm switching to freshwater. Saltwater is too beautiful. The blue lights, the
Yes.
fish is very relaxing.
Yep.
And then I came up with this style of tank. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a shot. But because I'm so busy with work
Yeah.
and all that happening right now, this works for me.
Yes.
The future, maybe I might go back to saltwater. At this point, I can't say yes or no. I don't know.
You could probably. And now, would you be able to remove all of this without breaking the glass?
Yeah,
So
for
okay.
sure. But if I'm going back saltwater, this all going to the garbage.
Why not make like a saltwater pond or some lagoon of some sort, kind of thing? Like you could really geek
The
out
problem
on
with
that.
saltwater fish, they jump too, right? You keep them too shallow, they jump. That's my problem.
Yeah. So, but I'd still consider. So especially because of the height, right? I mean, you don't need to fill it up fully.
Yeah, that's true. You can have a lot of corals too, shallow look
It
down.
would be something different.
So when it is designed, I done some homework and freshwater tank, and what I find, for you to enjoy the hobby, don't keep the tank high,
Yes.
arm length, where you can stick your hand over.
Yes.
So with this freshwater tank, at none time my hand gets wet. I have a long tweezer.
Yes.
I can get in. Actually, I'm supposed to clean the tank before you come over, but I never did.
It looks pretty good to me.
No,
so,
trust
yes.
me, I'm supposed to clean it up. So this is my
I
secret
love
weapon.
looking at the fish from the top. Like that is crazy.
So this is my secret weapon. It's
Yeah.
long. So even if I have to get down, look,
Yeah.
it's touching the bottom. My hand is
Yes.
still dry. Look,
That is
right? My hand is still dry.
that is pretty cool.
So I'm
Yes.
supposed to be picking stuff out to clean it up for you, but no time.
That looks pretty good. Oh, who's that swimming over here? Like
That's
little...
that's a clownfish.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like look at that. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh, like a loach, right? No.
The loaches stays to the bottom.
Oh, I don't think
I
I've
have
ever
a lot
seen
of fish in
anything
it. I
else.
have about 10 different species, but they're hiding.
So, but it looks very natural. Like this is what you would see in the nature per se. So that's what makes it so unique, I think.
Yeah. So this plant here,
Yeah.
I bought some shrimp, and a little speck of this plant came in with the shrimp in the bag, and I stick it in
now
my
it's
tank and look at
everywhere.
it. It's doing great.
Probably one of my favorite plants in here. Like
No, but it's just growing like
looks
crazy.
really good. So
Oh, look at the crab. Look at this crab.
there's a crab.
Yeah, look there. You probably got to go sideways to see it.
Oh no, I see him. So yeah, look at that. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there's a
This is
crab.
as colorful as saltwater for sure. Like this is.
I had a lot of colorful crab, but this more colorful than this.
Oh wow.
I have some pom-pom crab in here. I mean, they're hiding.
Really? The freshwater also has pom poms?
Yeah, man.
Oh wow.
Freshwater have pom-pom. Yeah.
Oh, and you have got some snails here. Like this is like a true habitat. Like it's
Yeah,
very,
so
very
these are
natural.
nerite snails.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is cool. And I like what you did with the I guess the mister.
Yeah, I did the mister in it too.
That is pretty
Yeah.
pretty incredible. Well, I am really excited to take a look at your filtration system as well. So I think we're gonna take a look at that next. So we are now exploring your fish room, which is probably the first time when I'm seeing a fish room for a freshwater aquarium. And
Yep.
that is because it was a saltwater.
It was
fish room.
saltwater convert to freshwater.
It's crazy. So, and you said it was even bigger. So
Yeah. So lots of equipment take down because of don't require anymore. I mean, I still have all the quarantine tank set up, as you can see. The control board is empty. This is behind the scene. So I had 4 those,
Yep.
2 at the bottom with the same container, but they're all gone.
Yep.
And behind here is empty, right? Well,
So you're a builder by trade, right?
builder
So
by trade,
that
and
is-
I love to design and build. That's my passion. Beside that, I don't really care about much else in the maintenance part. I don't. So the main tank is coming from. Well, obviously, I did more plumbing because of the freshwater, but this
Yep.
is not the original plumbing.
Yep.
The original plumbing is completely different. This is the freshwater
really?
plumbing. Yeah. I changed
Oh.
up the plumbing because I didn't require that for saltwater, just lines and stuff. All of that didn't require. So
Sorry, why? Can you
it was a
explain?
different. It's a whole different operation. So this was like a fragging tank
Yes.
in the saltwater,
Yes.
and the bottom was the sump.
Mm-hmm.
However, I was running one abyss pump
Yes.
here.
Yep.
Calcium reactor. I had a Deltec S500 reactor here
Yep.
with a Camor
Yep.
pump at the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
No longer needed. However, I'm still running the calcium reactor
Yes.
with these, what do you call it, the plastic
Beads.
ball for the bacteria.
Yeah. So,
And the reason for that is 100% fusion with the CO2 into the tank, so I don't get these micro bubbles in the tank. It fuses in the
Yes.
reactor before
Yes.
it comes up here.
yes. I
Yeah.
had the same on my freshwater aquarium where you cut into the line and you don't have then those little bubbles.
Micro bubbles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
how do you know what your CO2 is in the tank right now? Like, do you have a drop checker? Or?
I do, but I don't run the drop checker because freshwater is very forgiving. If anyone knows about freshwater, for me at least, it's very forgiving. However, this glass never been cleaned for 6 months.
Really?
Honestly, never scrub, never wipe for 6 months.
That's phenomenal.
Right? The filter socks, never, it didn't change in months. About 5 months almost, the filter socks is the same.
What, how do you explain that?
I don't know what's running, but it's like, look, you can bring the camera around here. And you can
yeah, for sure. This is, this is the filter socks, and usually the freshwater as well, you would get a little
but
bit
it's
dirty.
saltwater. Every 3 days I clean the filter socks because they get so clogged.
Oh, God.
But I have lots of baby shrimp from upstairs came down in the filter socks. I just left it alone. But I got tons of baby shrimp in the filter socks.
And you have everything color coordinated, everything is nice and orange.
Yeah, before time. And this used to be my 2 quarantine with the overflow skimmer.
Wow.
I end up putting some plants and stuff here, but you know. And I have 2, at the bottom I have 2, what do you call this pump again?
Oh, the
Apex.
The filter?
No, the Apex.
No, sorry.
The Apex.
Oh, the pumps, right?
The wave. I have 2 wave, one on this
Yes.
side, one on that side.
Oh, cool.
Up here,
What is that for? Like, I mean, why do you have them
no,
there?
I just put it originally, I was running bubble, but not anymore.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And up here, there's no pump, 0 pump. It's just what coming from the abyss pump and the head over there.
Yes.
That's all running this area. Beside that, there's nothing else.
Okay, so I know a few people in saltwater especially that would kill for a fish room like this. This is like
I'm certain sure a lot.
somebody's dream.
Up here, I had 3.
I
Up here,
love
had
that.
3 abyss pump with all orange pipe coming into the ceiling, going up to the roof. But the 3 abyss pump is down.
Oh, so basically this little kind of porch thingy.
Yeah, that was 3 abyss pump closed loop.
Oh my God.
So that was the closed loop, and then the 4th abyss pump is sitting at the bottom as a return.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would have been a sight to be seen, you know. Like
Yeah, I should get a video on that, but I don't have a video.
Wow.
Yeah.
What would you have in those?
So these are just like storage,
okay.
like nothing up here really. They're just storage. Yeah.
You can never have enough storage.
Yeah, just
that.
storage.
That is wild.
Yeah.
And then you obviously have your.
I have the cleaning station
yes.
here if I want to wash filter socks.
Yeah.
I used to have a TV.
So cheers, by the way.
Yeah,
so,
man,
yes.
cheers.
Okay.
So I used to have a TV here and my little pull-out chair. You can watch TV.
That is
and
wild.
my little wine fridge at the bottom there. You know, you can have your little wine while you're having in your fish room.
Oh.
You know.
Oh my God.
But you know what? Here's something you guys can learn now.
Okay.
Well, this is now for you to learn, but I'm just showing you this one.
Please,
here.
please.
So in the fish room,
yes,
pointed back in there.
Yeah.
There's a little fan that cools the fridge. Though the door is closed at the back here. You see this vent?
Oh yes, yes, I do. So.
Here.
Yep.
Now here's one you're gonna.
Okay.
What I want to show you guys too.
Please.
Now, what I do with all my pumps and standard check valve. What
Okay.
you notice at the back, not standard.
Yeah, there's.
I pre-drill it and I tapped it with a line to the drain.
Okay.
Abyss pump, tapped with a line to a drain. So you can flush the heads when you open up the heads, so you don't have water. Now, when a check valve closes, you cannot empty this line.
Oh.
So what you do, you open the line to the sewer. There's a little valve
Yes.
to the sewer.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can flush the check valve so it doesn't have pressure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How did you come up with something like that?
Well, that's my designing part of it.
That is, you're going really overboard with everything. This is really cool.
Yeah, design and the Genesis.
Okay, tell me about that. Yes.
So Genesis, I purchased it over 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I would say over 13 years ago.
Oh wow.
And not a single day, a single issue. It's been solid like a rock. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
So water change, fresh water. It makes the water. It maintains your salinity to a T.
Yes.
You can't ask. Salinity doesn't go up or down. It's always 100%.
Do you need to recalibrate the ticket?
Zero. There's
Really?
nothing you have to do with this thing. It's a bulletproof system.
Like, what's the mechanism? Why do you don't need to?
It runs on 8 sensor,
Okay.
right? And the 8 sensor, whatever it takes out, whatever evaporates, it puts back to the T. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Really?
So your salinity does not. If you own the system for 10 years,
Yes.
it maintains your salinity spot on for 10 years.
I'm
Without a
speechless.
degree up or without a degree down.
This is so bad that they're no longer in business. Huh?
No, but I guess people don't want to pay the price for it.
I think so. And then what? Why did you have two of them?
So one is the Storm and one is I think the Renew.
Okay.
So one do the water change and one does the making of the fresh water.
Ah.
So it's two different devices. It control it control this unit, the filtration. It control the filtration.
I'm speechless. Not a lot of things last for 10 plus years.
Oh,
in
this is
hobby.
bulletproof. You got to feel this thing in a way. Now,
Wow.
all
Okay.
you saltwater guys, no DI media in the fresh water. FYI.
Oh, really?
You don't need DI.
Yeah. So.
Right? I mean, I have a carbon, and doesn't matter if the filter goes
Yep.
a little south, it doesn't make a difference in the fresh water.
That's incredible.
Now, if on the freshwater side,
Yep.
what I do, if you're making RO water, the only
Yep.
thing I can add to that, equilibrium.
Yep. Which is what?
You just put back the mineral in the water,
Okay.
and then you want to add some alkalinity,
Yes.
and then you stabilize the alkalinity with acid, so
Okay.
it doesn't, get away in you.
And I've already commented on your tattoo, which is awesome. I love it.
Oh, geez. Well, self-made, I did myself at 15 years of age. Boredom. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. And then just some filtration. And
no, but another thing I did with my filtration.
Yes.
So I did my own mixing station and my own design. And what I designed, I used clear PVC. And I marked it, so I know exact how much gallons in my tank, and I can see how much I use. So this is different.
Wow.
A lot of people don't have.
Yes.
And another thing I want to show,
Yeah.
that a check valve nobody have on the mixing station.
No.
And I find it's so important because with your salt water back feed into your mixing your fresh water,
Yes.
this check valve stops it from going back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much guys agree with this pump. I love this pump on this mixing station.
Okay.
The Core 20.
Yep.
Because it's not only quiet, I gotta feel it, see if it's working. Actually, it's working right now. I can feel it, but it's impossible to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool.
And then in here, as it gets in here, I do like the flex.
Yes.
So I have flex going up and down, like spiral the water.
Oh, so it's actually moving?
Yeah, so it's spinning in there.
Can we take a look?
Well, not really spinning a whole lot. But
No, but like I'm just curious how that would be even.
no, you can't see
moving.
it. You have lots of water inside. You can't see it.
Well,
I keep these clips on it because of the type of drum I'm using.
oh. Okay.
Yeah, you can't see it. You can wait. Sorry.
No,
sorry.
that's okay.
No, it's hard to see. It's hard to see.
Okay, so but then what is this? What is this one here for? This is just something they used to be.
Okay, so when I designed my drum, I
Yeah.
put an emergency overflow.
Oh, you even thought of that, eh?
Wait, let me see this one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. This is from the Genesis. Sorry.
I gotcha.
Yeah. This guy have emergency overflow. See, it's over here.
Wow.
This
So
guy have an
that-
emergency
yeah.
overflow.
And where is it gonna go? Just the drain?
Sewer. When I
Okay.
designed the room, I sewer. So when I built the room, I raised the floor. So I put the floor drain here. The room is waterproof.
How big is the room?
Just over 100 square feet.
Oh wow! And the saltwater one was even bigger.
No, it's the same
Okay, so
room
it
as
was
the
the same,
saltwater
so-
room.
yeah.
Yeah, same room.
That's phenomenal. Okay, so tons of this. I'm really impressed that you did like a mini. For some people, it would be basically their main tank, like just. You
No,
did
this
the
might be
aquascape
someone's
and
main tank,
everything,
but
so-
this was just my experimental freshwater tank. I just
Yeah.
decided. I mean, it was looking much better, but the stuff got overgrown.
Mhm.
I bought 3 of those plants, whatever, I don't know the name, but I bought 3 of those plants, and they just took over the rock. But for 6 months, I haven't cut anything, do anything. This tank, I just drop feed.
Yes.
I had apex feeder on the upstairs.
Yep.
This one have an apex feeder because I have fish. I don't come down here, period.
Wow, you're really into apex.
Uh,
Alright. Nice.
Love the orange. What can I say?
Yes.
So
It's beautiful.
The upstairs tank, I took the apex feeder off because if I don't, there's nothing to do. This tank and glass never cleaned for 6 months, and this is what you look at. I know you're coming today, but guess what? No time. I didn't do nothing. I just, whatever. I just left it.
Well, I think one of the reasons is because those radions are probably not directly hitting the glass because the spread is going
No. I will agree to a point. I know you're a freshwater guy, but I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I've learned when you're using RO water,
Yes.
you have to.
Equilibrium, huh?
This thing will take away algae, one,
Yes.
and two, this guy here.
Okay, so tell me about this guy.
So the calcium reactor with the CO2,
Yes.
if you're running lights and too bright light, and you don't have CO2, you will get algae.
I gotcha.
Because, well, I don't know the science behind it, but the CO2.
That's usually the freshwater, like the planted tanks. That's why they really crank it up there, right? Because
no, but now you can run bright light because of the CO2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you don't have that, you can't run bright light. You get algae.
Gotcha. So
I'm not getting the algae because two things is the equilibrium and the calcium reactor.
And then this is your drop count, which is not that small. And you built your own drop count.
No, this comes like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So and
it came like this.
Even the lines here are orange. This is pretty cool.
Apex.
What do you have in the sump there? Like what is in that?
These are just those plastic bead.
So
plastic bead.
Plastic beads. You've got this section probably before
used to be skimmer. Yep. It used to be skimmer, and then the calcwaster reactor was sitting here.
I gotcha. Yep.
And I used to drip it into this chamber.
I got it.
But I don't have those stuff anymore, but I do have evidence of it still in my other room.
Are you tempted to go back into saltwater one day?
Yeah, you never know.
That's a yes.
With Carl pressuring me, you never know.
So for all the viewers, let's make a bet. We'll give it a year, and then if you're watching this video a year from now, let's see if Jay is in saltwater or not. These are what the red.
These are neon tetra.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't think it's neon. It's
I'm sorry, not neon. Lemon tetra. Sorry, lemon tetra. Sorry.
This is pretty cool. Yeah. And you don't even feed them. You basically.
No, it's just the apex. I don't come down here. Like I said, I don't even know.
Oh wow.
I haven't come. So on my old tank, which I probably got these radians over 10 years on my old tank.
Okay.
And I'm using it on the freshwater. It works great, like great on my freshwater. And these are the old style.
So G4s, right?
Yeah, G4.
Yeah. I used to.
No, these are 3.
Even 3. So
these
one
are
level up, huh?
Yeah.
And still working.
Perfect. I have a bunch of them.
Do you clean them or?
Nope, don't do nothing.
So, okay. Oh, and this is where all the plumbing.
Yeah, I suppose I blocked it up, but never happened.
So how hard was it to plumb everything? Not too bad.
No, I enjoyed that part of the job, to be honest.
How did you get up to there? Like, I mean, to do the plumbing.
Oh, you should have seen the rest that come down from the ceiling. It was mad. Wow. It was mad.
I love it.
So another thing I did, what I did, and maybe some guys can learn from it, is I did with all my plugs. So all these plugs down here, regular receptacle, they were apex.
What?
They were apex. So what I did with those, I run wire from here to in this junction box. Look here.
So each individual one.
So now I put regular wire in here, and then I junction it and I plugged it to my apex wherever I want it to go. So you see, so they all become apex. So I don't need my apex controller to be there.
So
I kind of remote it.
This is such an awesome overkill. Yeah, I absolutely love it, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Like where you need someone like me to engineer it for you.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Do you also have like a TikTok, Instagram?
No, I don't believe in those
you don't do any
I'm
of
not
that
into the video thing.
Very nice. Well, I bet folks have access to.
You're the first guy who came here. Just like
I'm honored. I'm truly honored. This is. I have seen a few fish rooms, but this is probably the cleanest By the way, you
Oh.
did not even clean it. This is
Nope,
just
this
what,
is
what it
rough.
looks like.
This is supposed to be clean. Glass never clean, floor never clean. And I stripped this room down to... So I used to grow my own plankton, phytoplankton and stuff here. It's just the holes
Oh, wow.
left now, the evidence, but nothing
Yes.
anymore.
I
You know,
certainly hope.
I had the Alcatronic, the Mastertronic used to sit on that
Yeah.
wall, 4 Apex pump,
my.
the Royal Exclusive skimmer
Yep.
used to sit there too. Nothing anymore. I don't have those, you know, kind of scaled down.
I certainly
With the
hope.
big TV room and everything here.
And what would you watch on TV? Just
I just put whatever. Sometimes I put fish channels too. Believe it or not, I was fanatic just like everyone else. It's just that I'm not doing that anymore.
I certainly hope, and I love the freshwater, and we'll talk more about it. But I think the saltwater hobby would be better for it if you will be back in it. So.
I don't have the time. I don't have the time. That's the problem.
So, well, we'll see what the viewers think as well.
It's very expensive to heat, and that's a lot of people issue.
Yes.
So I started heating with water. I'm one of the first guy who started heating with water.
And then Dane started to do it after that, right? So after
Yeah.
you. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So
So
show me.
I end up
where.
building these coils in here,
Yeah.
right?
Oh wow! Yes.
So it's a closed loop system coming from the wall, and I'll show you where it's coming from.
this is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Let's
so-
take a look.
Yeah, let me show you. It's crazy here too.
That's far as well. Like this is.
Yeah, it's coming from our next room.
Oh wow!
So this one is a artwork. You can catch my artwork. I did myself.
Oh, okay. Yes, you
So
are.
my plumbing, which I did myself,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes.
Now this is what heated my tank. I use a closed loop pump
Yeah. Yeah.
down to my tank, and guys who want closed loop can do hot water tank.
Where's the actual pump?
That is the pump.
Like that is the pump.
That is the pump. Yeah.
Oh wow! I don't think I've ever. And is it? It's not running right now, is it? Or
Well, it runs whenever you need heat.
okay, I gotcha. Okay.
So the Apex turned that pump on.
Yeah.
So what I did, I ran this wire
Yes.
to my Apex,
To the junction.
to my
yes,
Apex
yeah,
controller.
yeah.
So this plugged into my Apex. So once my
Yeah.
Apex says need heat, this guy turned on,
You really thought of
Yeah.
everything there.
and it connected to my
Okay. That's the
TurboMax.
first one as well, and I absolutely love the attention to details and the color coding. This is
Hot, cold, whatever.
This is incredible.
So, well, the house size. The problem with the house is,
Yeah.
the boiler couldn't make up water,
Mm-hmm.
so I had to put a TurboMax in. That's not a hot water tank, by the way. Just so
No?
you know, no, that's not a hot water tank.
What is
Hot
it?
water tank don't have the size of line. So
Oh,
this
God.
is that's a TurboMax. It's a coil in there because the boiler makes the water and put it in here.
Yes.
And when I use cold water,
Yes.
it goes through a coil in here. There's a coil in here that it goes up, and by the time the water can get out, it turns very hot. Through the- so the hot water is just on the jacket.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I got it. So it's
Right?
like
You see the size of the line is not
heat
normal.
recovery, ventilation, but
Correct.
for the water. Got
So
it.
the fish tank is running off of this
Yes.
guy, but other guys can do hot water tank if they want to. Like they can pipe it off the hot water tank.
That is insane. I don't think I've ever seen it, and I've certainly learned something new here. Jay, thank you so much for
You're
having us
welcome.
over. This has been very exciting, and I think if I ever do a freshwater, I'd be very tempted to do something unique as this, because a lot of people kind of do the regular planted aquariums, but this is incredible.
Yeah, one thing what I've learned doing freshwater from saltwater,
Yep.
doing a large freshwater is more difficult than a saltwater.
Really? How so?
Rockscape.
Ah.
Rockscape is not the same. Those
Yes.
are frog-tail rainbow.
Oh, so basically, it goes a lot more thought goes into it, right?
Oh, a lot more.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I think you've done an excellent job, and I can't wait to see what either this tank or whatever is going to be instead of it going to be here a year from now. Thanks.